NIO, that LCA merger, golden nugget, online gaming, and Bitcoin cryptocurrency are the topics at hand in this video today. Tom here, aka Nostradamus. I am the Bombus. Let's get into it. Well, I do urge that you stick around for the whole thing because there is going to be so much value. I'm going to save the Bitcoin stuff towards the end. I think that's where there's so much potential profit out there. It's early. It's that wild, wild west. Stick around with me. Learn that cryptocurrency. Get in early because those early adopters, those are the ones that it's really going to pay off. Hey, I'm not going to lie. It's a bit risky. Hey, I live stream all the time. Every morning, market opens. Come in, hang out with me. Be sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of those live streams. It has to do pop-ups, man. You don't want to miss one of those pop-ups. Maybe Bitcoin starts pushing 30,000. Hey, I'm going to be inclined to get online if I can. Anyway, it is going to be quick when it comes to LCA and NIO. I'm just reaffirming my positions. I am going to give some price targets, and then we're going to get into that crypto thing. Let's take a look at LCA. This is a stock I've been promoting basically since jump. I am really hyped on this stock. I am kind of coming to a point where I need to make decisions, and I'm pretty sure I feel like I know what my decision in this is going to be long term. Unlike a lot of those people, a lot of them players out there, I'm actually showing you the rubber meets the road. I back up my trades, and I am very bullish LCA. I love this stock long term. I do think, it's a small market cap, below $2 billion right now. I see no reason why it can't catch up to like DraftKings and Penn at their current values. Right now, I currently have 200 shares of this in my big account. I do have this over in my small account too. Not a lot, but I'm taking my time with this small account. It's growing a small account with options and in futures and crypto. Man, I got some exciting news on crypto coming up. Definitely stick around for the end of the video on that. Anyway, I have 10 shares over in LCA over here. I want to buy more, but you got to really watch yourself in these small accounts. Anyway, that merger, that vote's happening tomorrow. As far as I know, my price target in the short term on this has always been $30 to $35 into the merger. Whether or not this sells off afterwards is always a potential, but I don't think that's going to be the case with this stock. I really like this stock long term. I'm already up close to 100% on this. Right around the $30 range is when I will be up 100%. I'm looking to take half of my shares off the table in this account and keep 100 shares long term, continue to ride that well into what I believe could potentially easily be a 3 to 10x. I know, hey, calm down, Tom. A lot of people throw these numbers out there. This is a risky stock. This is a growth stock, but I do think it has easily a 3x to 10x potential in it. Give me your price predictions down below. But anyway, short term, I think 30 to 35, even 40 is possible. Who knows with the craziness in this market though. And also you got to be a bit worried about potential market crashes. I am worried about a market crash. That is one of the big reasons I'm getting heavy into cryptocurrency. Anyway, we're going to save that for the end of the video. Let's get on to NIO. All right, NIO, it's been an on again, off again, love-hate relationship with this stock. I love this stock, to be honest. I love it a lot. It just like Bitcoin has taken a lot of self-control not to go into it heavier than I already am. And to be quite honest, I'm probably in it heavier than I want to be. So we'll get to that in a second. Anyway, I'm very, very bullish NIO. There's a lot of rumors flying around that they're working with Apple, things like that. Who knows if any of that's going to pan out? Apple, there's a lot of rumor with Apple and their Project Titan and battery packs and blah, blah, blah. So I think I already think NIO has the potential to be a spectacular stock. I do believe if NIO continues to do what they do, this is easily a $1 trillion company by possibly even 2025. That means NIO, well, they're going to, there will be more dilution, but you're looking at by 2025, maybe like an $800 per share, which I don't think is out of the question. I know that's a lot, but even just in the short term, my price prediction on this early in the year for 2021, and I'm not changing it, was $80 to $120. If anything, I'm beginning to think that's a little bit low. That being said, the market has to continue to go up. I think there's a really good potential that 2021 will continue to be a good year. I don't think it's going to be as good as 2020, though. I do think the EV market, a lot of the right EV plays out there have the potential to be massive gainers. My thoughts on the EV market in general is there's a lot of money to be made there, but there's also a lot of bloated pigs that you got to watch out for. I'm deeply concerned with certain stocks like QuantumScape and RMG. Not that they won't possibly be great companies, but their current valuations, whew. Anyway, I hold, as you can see, I have 1,000 shares in NIO. I actually bought a couple hundred last week on, getting a little bit more bullish on it, and I bought 300 more shares today. That actually did not work out very well for me. As you can see, I'm actually really surprised that NIO is down today, considering the Apple rumors, and I believe there was a report that came out, and then I even heard like Japan's doing away and they want to be 100% EV by 2030. I do think news like that is going to continue to happen. China is very bullish on EV. They're going to continue to back NIO. I'm really, really excited about their new SUV that's coming out. That is going to be very popular. Heaven forbid if they were allowed to come into the United States. I do think that's possible under the Biden administration. Maybe, who knows? Hard to say. Look, I'm just spitballing. I haven't said it yet. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is entertainment and educational purposes only. But you are on the YouTube channel of a trader, an active trader that actually shows you he backs up what he's talking about. Again, I live stream all the time. Come in, ask me questions. I do futures. I do options. So much exciting news coming up with cryptocurrency, including new futures, new ways to invest in that. I really do think there's going to be a lot of potential there. Anyway, I own 1,000 shares in NIO. So Battery Day is coming up in January 8th or 9th, I believe. Correct me down below if I'm wrong. Anyway, I think NIO could push up to $60 by then. I don't know if we're going to have a buy the rumor, sell the news type of situation. As we run up into it, I will be looking to possibly sell some covered calls or even taking half of my position off the table, but I am looking to probably hold 500 shares of NIO long term after we get through this, continue to ride those profits, continue to watch that multiply, but I am looking to take some of that off the table to put more into my next topic, and that would be cryptocurrency. Before I start talking too much about Bitcoin, I just want to prove to you again, proof is in the pudding. I have been talking about Bitcoin for a while. I'm not just jumping in on this new craze. I've actually been very interested in it for a while, and I started investing in it pretty heavily back in about August, I believe, so I can prove this. We can take a look. So if we go back, I started buying way back. Well, I bought back some in 2019, but that doesn't matter. So you can see right here, August 24th, I started buying, started chipping away. This was when it was below 12,000. And as you can see, I started, 1,000. We got 1,000 there. 2,000. What? This guy's out of control. 15. I started becoming more and more bullish well before this current craze. And you know what? I think Bitcoin's still cheap. So let's start talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. You need any more proof that I'm bullish on Bitcoin? Do you see this top line right here? This one BTC F1. You know what that is? That's a Bitcoin future. That is a leveraged Bitcoin. That is a 5-to-1 leverage. For every point this goes up, it's a 5, up 5 or down 5. For every 1,000 this goes up or down, that's up 5,000, down 5,000. I put this on about the middle of December. I've had to roll it to the next month. I've got some exciting news. I've mentioned quite a few times. I was just talking, I feel bad when I email Tom Sosnoff, as you may or may not know based on my recent videos. Tom Sosnoff created Thinkorswim, used to be one of the best trading platforms out there. It's still pretty good. Tastyworks here is a much better platform in my opinion. I do got a link down below for that. I highly urge you, if you want to be really this is the best platform out there if you're an active trader. The great news is they are bringing a crypto exchange online. It's slated for sometime at the end of next week. I just had a follow-up email with it. How many CEOs out there will respond to your email? Not only does this guy respond to my email, it's usually within an hour. I mean, that is insane. Anyway, he said, hell yeah, it's coming at the end of next week. That's still subject to change. There's a lot going into bringing a coin exchange online, but the good news is it does not require a separate account. I am so excited about that. That means I will be able to buy Bitcoin in my big account, in my small account. The only thing you currently can't buy it in right now is an IRA or a joint account, but he said that's coming soon. Are you kidding me? I can buy crypto in my IRA all in one platform. I do believe the crypto is going to require different software, but it's still the same account. I also have a link down to the small exchange down below. I really, really like the small exchange. They don't have a whole lot of products online, but they're bringing more and more online, including a precious precious metal future, a dollar future, a technology future. It's a very efficient use of capital. I trade them frequently. It's going to become more and more popular. One thing that they have coming at the beginning of Q1 is going to be a crypto future. I'm going to be super excited to trade that. I will most certainly be able to go long that bad boy in my IRA because I already currently can trade futures in my IRA. That's another amazing thing about Tastyworks. You can trade futures in your IRA. You can even trade naked calls in your IRA. They are the ones that got the law changed. They were the first ones to do that. They are currently fighting against the day trading pattern rule. It is a great platform. Sign up and let's, free stocks, all that stuff. I mean, it doesn't cost to trade stocks. They have low fees, even on options. I mean, I don't want to make this, I don't get paid by them, right? That's how much I believe in this platform. Anyway, let's get back to cryptocurrency. So I am going to continue to be extremely bullish on cryptocurrency. I am in a accumulation and hodl phase right now. I'm super excited about this. I'm going to have a lot of new content coming up. I've opened up accounts with Exchange, with Binance US, Kraken, and Gemini. So far, I'm very, very happy with Kraken, but there's the one con, it's hard to fund. I really like Gemini. It's really easy to fund. And once you get your Bitcoin and Ethereum, there's a little bit of a technological challenge. But once you have Bitcoin or Ethereum, it's easy to kind of transfer it around. And that's part of what I'm figuring out. There's staking I want to get involved in. I want to stake. That's a great way to earn interest on a coin or an altcoin that you love. Plus, if you think it's going to go up in value, it's a win-win. Again, it's wild, wild west. There's a lot of things you got to take out there in consideration. I highly urge you, if you're like me, a stock and options trader, this is a great way to diversify. I do think a huge market pullback in 2021 is on the table for various reasons. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I want to hedge and protect myself against it. Great ways to do that. Tried and true tests that are obviously real estate, going into bonds and notes and precious metals, right? But I think cryptocurrency is a very good future to that. And again, I think cryptocurrency, like people say I'm going all in on crypto, forget it, and that's all I want to trade. I think there will be millionaires made from doing that. There's also going to be a lot of people that get their face melted off, so you definitely want to educate yourself on this. That is something I'm going to be doing for myself as I learn and passing that on along with you. We can all learn together. You can hop into those live streams and tell me what you think. But 2021 is going to be an amazing year for cryptocurrency for a few reasons. One, institutional buyers are coming online more and more. They're trying to buy that. Most of them can only do that through the Grayscale fund right now, which has a very high carrying cost. I want to say like 20 to 30%, and they're still investing billions. You've got companies like MicroStrategy basically turning over their treasury and going into debt to buy Bitcoin. And that dude, Michael Saylor is a smart dude. He's like from MIT, and you should listen to him talk sometime. I definitely like what he has to say. He's no idiot. The FOMO, that MoFOMO is going to continue to be real when it comes to both retail and industrial. Retail and the big whales, the big rich people, investment firms, companies. I think I think it's already happening. You're going to see companies announcing more like Square and PayPal. I think there might be a misconception, and I might be wrong. I don't think PayPal and Square are accumulating Bitcoin, similar to like MicroStrategies, because they want to make money off the transaction fees of selling it to people like you and I, right? But I do think you're going to start seeing more and more companies start investing in it. You've already heard Elon Musk kind of consider it. He keeps pumping Doji, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm accumulating Doji too. You can get so much for so little. So instead of going out and buying me a 12-pack of White Claw, I might buy me like a couple thousand Doji instead. Maybe that pays off. But another thing I'm really excited about is I'm going to start learning this week and getting involved in airdrops and figuring out how to do that. There are some very interesting airdrops that I'm looking forward to, and that's what I'm going to be spending a lot of time on this week, figuring out the different exchanges, how to transfer your money out, and how to properly position myself to get into some of these airdrops, start investing and learning how to pick the good, cheap altcoins, the DeFi coins, try and figure that out, try and get a better understanding. Things like gas fees. What the hell is this kid talking about? Well, a lot of this stuff, you have to go in there and you have to pay a gas fee, and it's a fee you pay to get it to the front of the line, and it's kind of like, point. So that's one of the things that's kind of off-putting about crypto, to be honest. Other than it, it's not something you can just learn overnight. It's not incredibly complicated, but you got to worry about securing your bag, and you got to worry about all these different fees, and so there's scams. So these are a lot of things you got to worry about, things that I'm going to cover on this channel. Anyway, like I said, hopefully you really enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. My apologies for the long advertisement for Tastyworks, but I am not going to stop talking about it. Again, I don't get paid by them. That's just how much I love the platform and what they're doing. They are going to continue to help change the industry. They're going to continue to make things like, again, that FOMO, man, for retail investors. It's going to be easier and easier for them to on-ramp into cryptocurrency. More and more brokers and banks are going to jump into it. There's almost no way that my price prediction on Bitcoin in 2021 is easy 50,000. I think 100,000 is possible, and this thing could be a runaway freight train and really get out of control. My plan is to not stop investing in Bitcoin for many years, so no matter how big it gets. And at the end of the day, I think it's going to be most people are going to want their money in cryptocurrency instead of the US dollar. Maybe I'm a little crazy. Maybe I need to take my tinfoil hat off. Anyway, that's where I'm at. And thank you for making it to the end of the video. I love you guys. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe, and check out my recent video on what I think the trades of the decade are.